Hello, you guys. How are we doing? If you are joining me live this morning, just say hey so I know you're here. If you're watching it later, you can just hashtag replay below so that I know you stopped by. We are doing a 20-minute self-love affirmation stretch. A lot of you guys, it has kind of been the trend lately, is a lot of you guys don't know your own self-worth. So I put some affirmations together. Take them, use them, say them to yourself on a regular basis. If you want me to post them in the group after, just let me know and I will, so that you can put them in your morning routine and start actually believing what you are saying. I am going to get you guys to repeat what I say. I actually want you to repeat it. If you're not going to repeat what I'm doing, then the stretch is not for you. I do want you guys to actually repeat it. I don't care where you are, if you're in the gym, if you're in your house and everyone's watching you, I want you to repeat what I say and actually believe what you are saying. So this is a little bit of a different stretch than I normally do. I have done one before and you guys loved it, and I've been meaning to do another one. I just keep forgetting. So here we are. I'm going to get started right at 9 today. So I'll give it about 30 more seconds. When my clock says 9, we are going to get started. We're going to get started seated on the mat. We're going to start with our upper body today. I don't know about you, but my upper body is insanely sore. So we're going to start there and kind of work our way down. Good morning. There's a few of you on here this morning. All right, let's get started. So we're going to sit down, chest up, shoulders pulled back and down. We are going to get started here. I just want you to put your hands out and I want you to push them back like you are accepting the weight of the world on you. Because let's be honest, as a mother, that's what happens and you got to get used to it. You have extra weight on your body. Today we are going to practice letting a lot of it go, because I've talked to a few of you the last couple days and a lot of you guys hold on to other people's crap and it weighs you down. You might as well put a weight vest on yourself and start adding weight to it, because that's what happens. And a lot of you guys wonder why you have tension in your neck, in your shoulders. It's because you have so much stress weighing down on you. The second you let it go, it's going to be insane. Good. So now you're going to grab your hands together in the front and you're going to pull your hands away from your shoulders. So someone is grabbing onto your hands and pulling away. Whew. Me personally, I also, have a little bit of stress in my shoulders. My children are home for the summer and I love them dearly, but some days, they make me want to pull my hair out. Good. And you're going to open it back up. So affirmation number 1, I'm going to repeat it a few times so that you guys can say it with me, is I am capable and a loving mother, doing my best to nurture and support my children. You guys all do your own best. We are all different in parenting. No parent is better than another. We all do our best. So again, you are going to say this with me. I'm going to say it in little chunks and I want to hear you say it. I am a capable and loving mother, doing my best to nurture and support my children. Good. Let's grab our hands together in the front and pull. And you guys need to actually say those words and believe it, because parenting is hard. I'd rather go to work for 8 hours than parent. It is damn hard. We have a big job as a mother. Our children depend on us. In order to keep them safe, we have to be with them pretty well 24/7. Good. Shake that out. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to keep with that upper body here. You're going to put your hands on your knees. You're going to pull away And I want you to just open up your back. And just breathe. Feel that tension let go. We are really going to let it all out of our shoulders today because I know a lot of you are holding it in your shoulders. Again, I personally am. So we're going to spend a lot of time on our shoulders today. Good. Pop that chest forward. So how many of you said that affirmation and didn't believe it? That is why we are here today. Good. And pull apart. And you have to stop letting other people judge you. Like, a lot of you take criticism from other people about parenting, or you take advice from other people about parenting. The only person that you should take advice from is someone you look up to. That is it. I personally, for parenting, call my mother on a day-to-day basis. My mom is my lifeline when it comes to parenting. I call her all the time. I probably drive her crazy, but she did pretty damn good raising me, so she is someone I will take advice from. And pop your chest and push down. Good. And I was a pain to deal with, so good for her. God, let's shake that out here. Back to facing forward. Let's take that right arm over and across. We're gonna move to affirmation number 2. We have 5 affirmations today. I recognize and appreciate the sacrifices I make as a mom. How many times have you had to sacrifice something so that you could be with your children? Let's be honest. Something every day. And this is where it comes in that you sacrifice maybe an hour with your child so you can show up for yourself. That is important. That matters, and that is a sacrifice that is okay. Because if you are not focusing on yourself, if you are not becoming the person that you are meant to be or the person that you were, we lose that a lot as we become others. We forget who we used to be, and that is important. You need to be yourself. Not just a mom, but you need to be yourself. I'm not just a mom, I am Amanda. Like, you guys have to remember that. So I recognize and appreciate the sacrifices I make as a mom, and I am deserving of love and care for myself. Other side. Let that sink in for a second. I'm going to say it one more time. I recognize and appreciate the sacrifices I make as a mom, and I am deserving of love and care for myself. A lot of you guys don't get this. You are allowed to show yourself love. You are allowed to show yourself care. Like, you are allowed to take an hour or 2 out of your day for yourself where your children are not dependent on you. My kids are home right now. They're sitting on a couch, entertaining themselves, while I am in my gym because they've grown up that way. Like, they know that I am important and I need to spend some time for myself. Like, it's how they grew up since the day they were born. I've been doing this. I've been showing up for myself. Like, when they were little, they would go into their swing and I would, I wasn't always rainbows and, but we did what we could while they swung. And it's just, again, since the day they were born, like, my children came out and I wanted to exercise, like, right away because it's me. It's who I am. It is what I do. So you're going to repeat this with me. I recognize and appreciate the sacrifices I make as a mom. I want to hear it. I really want to hear it. I don't want you to whisper it either. I want you to say it like you freaking mean it. Over onto our hands and knees. From here, we're going to do some cat cows. So we're going to sink that belly button down to the floor. And you're going to pull away like there's a string attached to your spine and it is pulling you up. Good. Belly button down to the floor, chest up. Get a little release there in your abs. I definitely feel mine today. Whew, my goodness. Good. And let's lift it up. Good. Drop it down, chest up, shoulders back. Really, really let the weight of your belly button sink into the floor. Good. And let's lift it up here. Good. And relax. From here, you're going to take your knees to the outside of the mat. Your feet are going to go together. You're going to sink back and down. You're going to walk your hands above your head and sink your head down into the floor. I want you to try and walk your fingertips away from your body as much as you can so that you can really open up the chest, the shoulders, and everything in between here. Good. I'm going to get you just to breathe and hold here for about 30 seconds to a minute. I'm not going to say anything. I just want to hear you breathing. Nice deep breaths in, nice deep breaths out, and just let your body relax into the mat. Good. From here, let's walk your hands over to the right, to the outside of your mat. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to sink down into it here. Just a little bit of a side stretch. I'm going to hit your lats a little bit more on each side. Good. And walking back to center, we're going to go over to the other side here. Good. Let's walk back to center. From here, we're going to kind of spend a little bit of time on your low back and your hips. So we're going to come up onto hands and knees here. What you're going to do is you're going to drop your hips down to the floor. You're going to have your chest up here. And we are going to go into affirmation number 3. I am more than a mother. I am an individual with unique talents, dreams, and aspirations. Did you hear me? I'm going to say it one more time for you. I am more than a mother. I am an individual with unique talents, dreams, and aspirations. When we have children, we get labeled as a mother. We don't get labeled as anything else. I'm a mom. You're a mom. Maybe some of you are dog moms, cat moms, whatever you are, you get labeled. You're no longer Amanda. You're no longer, I don't know who's all here, but you're no longer you. You have a new label. And that is why I said with the last affirmation, we need to remember to find ourselves and remember who we used to be before we had children, because we forget that. And again, you get labeled as somebody, but we all have our own unique talents. Again, this is why I'm here with all of you. I believe it's me. I'm meant to be here to change the world and change your lives. You all have dreams, and I sure as hell hope you have dreams. And if you do not, I suggest you start today. And aspirations. Like, you have to remember who you are, what you're here for, what your talents are. We're all unique in some sort of aspect of our life. So I'm going to say it again, and you are going to repeat it with me. I am more than a mother. I am an individual with unique talents, dreams, and aspirations. Hell yes, you are. Good. We're going to bring it on up here. What I'm going to get you to do is we're going to go into my absolute favorite stretch. Your hips tie into your back, into your shoulders. It all ties into one another. So you're going to take knee to that same hand. You're going to flip your foot to the opposite hand, and you're going to sink back and down. We're going to have chest up here. Whew. My legs are so sore from yesterday's workout. I pushed myself really hard, harder than I pushed myself in a long time. And we are paying for it today. I did a squat yesterday and I felt my hip like pop. We can feel it a titch today. I have not been to the chiropractor in a while, so I know it's probably about my time. How are we feeling? A little bit more self-worth than when you started? I hope so. Good. Let's take it down here onto your elbows. Just sink down a little bit extra into those hips. If you have a tight low back and tight hips, this is definitely a stretch that I highly recommend adding into your daily stretching routine. I do the stretch every single day. My hips are still tight, but I know it helps release because I can feel it right now, and the deeper I go into it, the more it releases. I'm hoping I can sneak my dog out for a walk after this before it rains, but it's kind of rolling in quick. There's some ugly clouds out there. All right, you guys, let's bring it up. If you can here, we're going to pull that back leg in. If you can only go here, that is totally okay. If you can, let's reach around and grab it. And we're going to hit the quads a little bit here. They tie into your knees, into your ankles, into your hips. Like when you guys are sore somewhere, it's not necessarily because that muscle is tight. It could be all the surrounding muscles. All right, let's go into our second to last affirmation. Number 4, I trust my instincts as a parent and believe in my ability to make the best decisions for my family. How many of you have made a decision and later regretted it or thought it was a bad decision or blah, 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 blah? You know your family best. You know your family better than any other person in this world. So you have to know that you, as the mom of the household, can make the best decisions for you and your family. Maybe your kids won't like your decisions. Maybe your spouse won't like your decisions, but you need to know that you are making the best decision possible for your family. And that's all that matters. Good, relax. We're gonna go into the other side here. So same thing, back up to hands and knees. Knees goes to the same side, hand, foot comes to the opposite hand, and we're gonna sink down into it. One more time. I trust my instincts as a parent and believe in my ability to make the best decisions for my family. I know there's a lot of you who struggle to hear that. Like showing up for yourself right now. What are your kids doing? Are you guilty of it? You shouldn't be. You should not be guilty for showing up for yourself for an hour or 2 a day. And yes, you have the time. Yes, your kids will understand. Maybe they don't get to play whatever they want to play for an hour. They will survive. They can make you feel guilty all they want, but when you know your self-worth, nothing makes you feel guilty for showing up for yourself. And that is what you guys need to start believing in. So again, I trust my instincts as a parent and believe in my ability to make the best decisions for my family. Good. Let's sink it on down here. Good. We're going to bring it up. We're going to reach around. Pull that back leg in here. Affirmation number 5, you guys. Last one. I embrace the challenges of motherhood with grace, knowing that my efforts are invaluable to my children's growth and well-being. One more time, because I totally screwed up a word. I embrace the challenges of motherhood with grace, knowing that my efforts are invaluable to my children's growth and well-being. It's meant to be challenging, you guys. What have I told you guys since day one? The things that challenge you make you a stronger person, so embrace it, accept it. Ask for more challenges. Like, stop using a challenge as an excuse for yourself. We don't do that. We embrace challenges. We want more challenges. We want challenges to be harder. Like, that's what makes you a stronger person and a stronger parent, a stronger wife, like everything. Again, I embrace the challenges of motherhood with grace. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Knowing that my efforts are invaluable to my children's growth and well-being. Remember to repeat these affirmations regularly to reinforce a positive self-image and build confidence in your role as a mom. Again, if you want me to post these, I will. But you guys actually have to do this stuff. Like, half the time you ask me for my advice and you put it back under the table where it came from and you don't use it and you remain the same damn person. You came here to grow, did you not? Being a mother is a wonderful journey, and acknowledging your self-worth is essential for your well-being and the well-being of your family. Stop feeling guilty for showing up for yourself, you guys. You are so important. You are not just a mother. You are you. And you all need to remember that. Maybe today is the day you dig out the person you used to be before having children. Because let's be honest, we're not just a mother, we're us. All right, you guys, that's it. That's all. The best day ever. Please take this. Please use it. Do it again. Like, honestly, let the words sink in and believe it.